Habits are the building blocks of our lives and can determine our success or failure in it depending on how you use them. But why is it that it seems like bad habits are a lot easier to build than healthy habits, or at least easier to maintain? Well, how can we really make sure that the habits that we purposely build actually stay with us for the long term? In this video, we're going to talk about the top 4 tips to create habits that actually stick. And if you're someone who has struggled with creating healthy habits or maintaining healthy habits, then you're in the right place here. So let's get into it. The first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that we make our habits obvious. And what I mean obvious is when it comes to making your habit something that's going to stick, you need to create a cues that remind you to perform that habit. One way to do this is by creating visual cues. So for example, if you want to start drinking more, place a water bottle next to you, so every time you look at it, it reminds you to drink more water, and then you end up drinking more water. Or the worldwide no cue, leaving your running shoes on the door to remind you to go for a run in the morning. Creating those cues are going to allow you to have it more easy when it comes to actually performing the habit. Another way to make your habits more obvious in your day-to-day is by using time-based cues. And this means doing the same habit at the same time every day. So for example, if you want to start a meditation practice, you can choose a specific time every day to meditate, and this will create a habit loop in your brain that will actually make you link that time to that habit. Little side note here, this is exactly why bedtime and morning routines have become so popular these days, because by you doing something every day at the same time, you can like rewire your brain to predict what's going to happen next. So if every time you do a light stretch before you go to bed, you actually go to sleep and you wake up in your bed without any harm, your brain will start linking that routine to you being safe while you sleep, allowing you to sleep more and recover even better. The second key of creating a habit that actually stick is to make your habits more attractive. Okay, making your habits attractive is all about associating pleasure with that one habit. So one way you can do this is by finding an enjoyable activity that you can do while performing that one habit. For instance, if you want to exercise more, you can find a workout routine that you can actually enjoy, or you can do your workout while you catch up on some of the podcasts or new albums that you've been waiting to listen to. And there's another way to do this, it's actually to reframe that new habit in a positive way. So for example, instead of saying I have to go to a gym, you say I get to go to a gym, and this will change your mindset and make it the habit more enjoyable. And trust me, I know this sounds woo-woo and that it's not gonna work, whatever. Just test it out for a couple of weeks, and if it doesn't work, you just come back and you can just let me know and tell me on the comment section. I'll take it as a man, because this actually works wonders. The third principle is going to be to make your habits easy. If you think about, for example, a fitness transformation, you can think about all the workouts you have to do, controlling your nutrition, focusing on your water, supplements, what sleep or recovery you should use. There's a bunch of things going on in there, and the problem is that people look at those and get overwhelmed. But here's the thing, every single 100-mile walk started with a single step. So choose one thing that you can do right now to move in the right direction and focus solely on it. In this way, you won't feel overwhelmed or discouraged. And for example, if you want to start reading more, you can start by reading just one page a day. Another example is doing a short 5-minute meditation instead of trying to meditate for an hour every single day. If you make your habits easier, you're gonna be able to stick with them for longer. Another way to do this is by removing barriers. So for example, if you're trying to eat healthier, just make sure that your kitchen is full with healthier options instead of trash food, because that's gonna make it a lot easier for you to actually stay to that habit of eating healthy. The last tip, and probably the most important one in order to make your habit sustainable, is going to make your habit satisfying. And what I mean by this is learn how to reward yourself after completing a habit. This will not only reinforce the habit, but it will also make it easier to stick to. So for instance, if you want to save more money, you can treat yourself to a small purchase every time you save a certain amount. By the way, this is the whole concept of cheat meals if you are into fitness. Another great way to make your habit satisfying is by tracking your progress. This will give you a sense of accomplishment once you see how far you've come. And if you're, let's say, tracking your workouts and you look back on your logs and you see that now you're lifting 20 pounds more than you did 2 months ago, then that's going to give you that extra motivation and allow you to just kind of like want to continue on the habit and keep on making the progress. Do not underestimate the power of you seeing the progress that you've made, because that's probably the biggest motivator ever. So in conclusion, developing habits that actually stick, it's all about making them obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. And remember to start small and be patient, because it takes time to create a new habit. But once you have it set up, that's going to be probably one of the best things that you can do, and it will become second nature to you. So thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed the content, make sure to give that a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to get more helpful content like this.